Hi Yvonne, thank you for your great topic, which was forgiveness. Forgiveness. It's a song popped in my head. I sang it really bad. It's from Just Friends, great Canadian comedy. Anyway, forgiveness. Well, yeah, why would we? Forgive yourself, forgive others. What other choice do you have? You could hold on to stuff forever. How does that work for us? Right? I mean, you're not hurting anybody else. We don't hurt anybody else when we don't forgive them. I mean, maybe they feel it at times and we, in that sense. But for the most part, who's really feeling it? Who's really feeling the weight of it? We are. And it's usually nothing. A lot of times it's amazing how we won't forgive the little things. Sometimes they're biggies. Sometimes there's real reasons, people are struggling with forgiveness. But eventually, for themselves, sometimes for the relationship, could be romantic, could be, with a parent or a sibling or a friend. But eventually it serves us to forgive. And if we want to have any kind of relationship with them of value, a deep connection, then, forgiveness is a must, because otherwise it's just a wall that's always there. But even beyond that, whether you're trying to, keep a relationship going or improve it or whatever, just for yourself. Even if you have no relationship with this person, this situation anymore, first of all, it's the past. It's gone. It's an illusion. So it's just a chain. They're just chains when we're holding on to stuff. Chains that we forge and we keep adding on and we keep holding on to them. And we can let go of them anytime we want. So when it feels right, you will let go of them. Sometimes we partially let go. We think we've forgotten and forgiven, but it's still a little bit there. So sometimes it's more of a loosening of the grip more than it was letting go, but that's fine. And sometimes we really do. Well, eventually we will, for the most part. Those of us that choose happiness will let go and forgive. It feels good to forgive. And why wouldn't we? We all make mistakes. Why are we being so hard on each other? Right? We see it all the time. I'm mad at you because you did this, and I turn around and do it to somebody else and they're mad at me. I mean, it's funny, it's silly. But it's, we're doing the best we can. We make mistakes. We learn. So why wouldn't you forgive? And yourself for sure. Why wouldn't you forgive yourself? So I don't think I have a whole lot more to say on forgiveness. It's kind of straightforward. It starts with a choice. Do I want to hold on to this? How does this make me feel holding on to this? So, for sure, always choose forgiveness would be my vote. All can be forgiven, even the tough stuff. But most of it isn't tough stuff anyway, so most of us, what we're holding on to is just, we can let go of it any time. And the other thing when we don't let go of it, besides that it weighs us down and doesn't feel very good or serve us, the longer it goes on. Short term, it can be very helpful. Well, long term helpful too, but I mean, then we suffer a lot more. So the sooner we can let go of them, of course, the better. But I just lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with that. Hold on. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. That's what happens when you just let it fall out. Just came back. So when we hold on to stuff, the other thing we do is we repeat. So things we don't let go, things we hold on to, tend to repeat. And depending the energy we're putting into it, can even be worse. So we'll often create situations and relationships if not always, based on our previous experiences and our feelings and where we're at, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, the whole works, just generally how we are, where we're at in life. And that's what we create from. And so when we're holding on to a lot of things, we're putting that's the mortar too, we're putting it into relationships. That's why these things can't hide in a relationship. Like a romantic relationship, nothing can hide. It can't, it's impossible, it comes out. But whatever it is in life, we're putting mortar in what we're creating. And so when we're holding on to lots of stuff, big stuff, that's the mortar we're putting in. So we're creating more of it. We see it all the time. Somebody who had an abusive alcoholic father ends up with a slew of, even though right as a child, not liking it, not being against it, seeing how damaging it can be, and gets it. But in the stewing of it, not letting it go, not forgiving, and not being able to resolve, what do? They create a relationship with the potential to solve it again. So they end up with alcoholic, abusive partners. And then they do it again and again and again. So a lot of times we do repeat, sometimes we need to repeat, but just another reason to let go if you needed a more practical reason. So you don't keep manifesting the same thing over and over again, or at least not as intense, or at least shift the story a little bit and have a different experience. So yeah, for practical reasons, let it go, and just for your soul, let it go. You deserve the best. You're an amazing being. Be happy. To be happy, you gotta let that stuff go. You're the only one who's truly judging you and putting these shackles on and judgments on others and whatever all is involved in still wanting to hold on to something and not forgive. So forgive. It's good for you. And it's really not that hard. It just comes down to a choice. Thank you for the question, Yvonne.